What's up, bitches? What's up, dude? What's up, guys? Had a fan give me Lunar. He wants me to call him Dan, so he sent me the Lunar on the Switch, bitches. So I'm pretty happy about that, especially considering I heard it's fucking sold out already. Oh yeah, my cat rules. What's up, Packy? But I want to make a stream, and thank him for that. I was thinking about hooking it up to play it, but dude, trying to stream Switch is like, it's like doing brain surgery, dude. Like, it's so fucking difficult for no reason. I think Lunar's got physical for PlayStation. I think it's sold out though, is what I heard. I heard it's sold out by noon. Dude, if I still had my Lunar necklace, I would wear it. What's up, Philhermoufup? Like I said, I don't even know if I'm even able to really play it because I'm trying to hook it up to my fucking computer, dude, and it doesn't seem to be working right. I don't know. I have this HD60S thing that I'm supposed to be able to stream it with, but I just don't know what the best way to fucking do it would be. It shouldn't be that difficult to fucking stream games with a system, dude. Hell yes, nerd. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking about doing, is another, like, a tier list type stream. As much as I like to show Lunar, guys, it is an RPG, and it's just not a very streamable medium. But I can do a tier list for sure. What are you doing, kitty? Huh? What are you doing, baby girl? What are you doing, baby girl? You want some of this? Is that what you're doing? There you go. There you go. What's up, Brandon? Brandon Ferrero. I know you do. I got, it's Euro from Arby's. Updated Final Fantasy? Yeah, I could do that. Let me finish this real quick. What's up, Astrotech? A lot of my fucking YouTube homies have come back here. Follow me to Twitch here. Yeah, I know. Funny thing is, like, Arby's is, like, stayed consistently expensive. It hasn't really changed that much. So, it's just been, it's been expensive since the dawn of time. Now all these other places are catching up with it. They got the best Coke at my Arby's, though. I think they put Coke in the Coke. That shit is fucking good, man. But let me put, let me pull up a tier here. Final Fantasy. Alright, here we go. Alright. Put this over here. Okay, so you guys see it all right? Dude, I mean, when it comes to fast food, though, I mean, Arby's is fucking really fucking good, though, dude. I mean, you can't really... Like, I don't know, man. A lot of people like Wendy's, but I just can't get into Wendy's, dude. Like, I just don't think Wendy's is all that fucking great. Like, their burgers are just, ugh. What's up, dude? Japan blazing. Yeah, it is crazy how Coca-Cola had Coke in it back in the day. And it's a wonder people lived past the age of like 5 years old back in the day, dude. Like, I mean, I know like infant death rate and stuff was pretty fucking fast back then, because they're just, don't forget your daily dose of fucking lead. Now, Timmy, make sure you take your lead on your way out. And he's like twitching on the way out to school. Okay, Mom. Don't. Make sure you give yourself some time between seizures so you don't miss the bus, like. Now, Timmy, you had a seizure. It was so long that you missed the bus yesterday. Like, make sure you're out there. Like, make sure you're at least out there by the road, so if you have a seizure, the bus driver can at least, like, drag you into the bus, you know what I mean? You gotta get those uranium pills. But the thing is, like, back then, dude, like, people either, like, died at, like, the age of 2, or they lived to, like, 85 years old. Like, it just seems, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, you got a splinter? Well, nice knowing you. Like, because they didn't have no goddamn antibiotics or nothing. So it was like it's like two extremes. Like, it's wild, dude. You think there are trends now that will be discovered to be unhealthy? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I think vaping is horrendous. And it's already, people are saying about how bad it is and stuff. But, what is this red dot on my fucking screen right here? Is this... Hold on. I think I pushed a button or something and activated like some kind of red dot or something on my fucking monitor. There we go. I think I see. Hold on one sec, guys. I'll get back to that conversation here in a minute. There's like a red dot in the middle of my screen, and I don't know why. I think it's like, what is that? Crosshair? There we go. I don't want the crosshair. Oh, it's in practice mode. Oh, okay. There's like a crosshair you can activate on the monitor. Like, that's fucking retarded, dude. What the fuck? Whatever. I'll just keep it on because it's not going. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere here. Okay, whatever. But yeah, dude, like, it's just crazy. Like, I think vaping is gonna come out and they're gonna realize, like, it's like probably the most horrendous thing you could possibly do to yourself. But it's already like starting to be. And this microplastic stuff, dude, I mean, it can't be good whatsoever that we have plastics, little bits of plastics in our brain and stuff. I mean, pretty crazy. But like a lot of the problems that happened back in the day, dude, people knew about this stuff. I mean, they had an idea that lead wasn't good for you for a long time. But I mean, when half of everything in the world is made out of something, it's hard to back out of it. You know what I'm saying? That you can't be competing with big lead. I I try to drink water from glass. You know, everything. If everything was made out of glass, like it, you know, it would back in the day. Like I try to get like Coke. Whenever I buy Coke at the store or something, I try to get it in glass bottles. And I try to. I'm sick of plastic, dude. Like everything. Like I work at my job. I make things out of plastic. It's just plastic everywhere. And it's just kind of crazy. It tends to be like. Things tend to be like, they taste better when they come out. Like, Coke in a glass bottle is amazing. Your apartment still has asbestos insulation. Where are you from, dude? Are you in America? What's up, Closed Casket Fun? Closed Casket Fun. Cleveland, yeah. Yeah, there's still some, every now and then, there's still some fucking shit around here, for sure. Dude, I haven't had Gatorade in a glass bottle in so goddamn long. Like, I don't even know if I ever even had it. It's been that long. Here, hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna grab me something. Okay. Y'all need to stop drinking tap water. It's jarring. Water pipes are... Dude, I don't drink... I don't drink out of the tap. The only thing I use my water for is cooking and stuff. Alright. You guys see it? Does the screen look okay to you guys? This heat is horrendous outside. Dude, it's like 50 degrees here in Ohio. Like, it's like borderline cold. You guys see it? Okay. So, a lot of these games... Like, this looks like an old list. This don't even look like it even has all the games on it. No, it doesn't. Hold on, let me find a different list here. Final Fantasy main numbered entries. Here we go. And I haven't played a lot of these, and some of them I've only played a little bit. So, Void, what? Void Dreams and Honor, whatever. Okay, what the fuck? Dreams and Honor. So I'll just call this Tits. Call that row Tits. Call this row Ass, because that's my favorite. Ass. Let's call this Mids. Mids. Oh, Poopy? Dude, if I find the person that fucking made this list, dude, they're fucking done for, dude. I'm gonna end them real fast. Let's call this one Weak Sauce. And then the last one we'll call AIDS. And I'll string it out a little bit too. AIDS. AIDS. My brother's supposed to be coming over, but trying to get him going out of bed and stuff is usually a nightmare of epic proportions. Add a row below. So we'll just call this I haven't played. I can't really say if it's good or not if I haven't played it, so. I took today off of work because I knew Lunar was coming. And he said it was in the mail and stuff, so take it to where I can play it at least. Alright, so here we go. Ass, Tits, Mids, Weak Sauce, AIDS, and haven't played. Okay, so well, Easter plans? No, I don't really celebrate Easter. I'm not really doing good in a lot of ways, guys. Like, you know, I got a lot of stuff going on. My mom's not really doing very well, and then this shit with Ani being a horrible person that I'm having to deal with. I'm trying to draw up divorce papers so I can just be done with her. Like, she's actually like, she's fucking with me. Like, she's like acting like she wants to come back, and then I start talking to her, and then she bails again. So she's like playing games, and like she's like playing games with like the girl I have on, like I had on the other day. Like she's from the sidelines trying to fuck that up because she's jealous that somebody's on here, like in her perceived spot and stuff. So then she like I said, she will go back and forth. We'll start talking like we're good again, then she'll start fucking shit up again. So the people she has around her are affecting her and stuff like that. So, but I'm not falling for her games, dude. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Like she's affecting me on an emotional level here, and I just can't deal with it. And so I really need you guys, and I appreciate you guys having my back and stuff. So I'm not. She's being I'm not gonna tell you guys what she's doing, but she's being really, really horrible right now, and I'm on the brink of like not being able to handle it. And she's really nice, and she's fucking with this girl, and she's trying to make her life hard, and so if you guys encounter Ani on the outside world, just shut her down, dude. Just tell her to go away. I can't deal with it anymore. But I can't deal with it anymore. It's not worth it, dude. I gave my entire life in the last 8 years to that woman. Every single day of my life was spent taking care of her and her needs. And the way she left and the way she did it was so vile that I can't even believe it. And she just keeps fucking with me, dude. I'm trying to move on with my life. I'm with like 2 different girls now she's doing this to. So she's like, she'll see them on here and stuff like that, and she fucks with them. So she don't want to be here with me and work things out in the marriage like a normal human being, but she also wants to fuck with everybody that I'm trying to move on with. It's really bad. And, but I'll explain more at some point. She wants me to be miserable, and I was there for a little bit, but I'm trying to move on, and I have blocked her, dude. Like, like if I showed you some of these text messages she sent me, dude, she's got somebody in her ear that's like just making her into an awful person, dude, and stuff. But I just can't deal with it. So that's why I just have to get on here. I'm not doing well, like mentally and stuff. I'm doing really bad. But I figured I'd come on here and you guys make me feel better. So, but let's get onto this list. Like here in the past couple weeks, I actually beat the first Final Fantasy. I actually played it and played it through. I wouldn't say it's AIDS. It's a well-made game, dude. But Final Fantasy 1, there's just not a lot to it. Like when you get about halfway through the game, not even that. You get about a third of the way through the game, you've seen all the game has to offer. There's no surprises. There's no interesting dungeons, mechanics. There's some good music. Some of the bosses, you don't even realize that they're even bosses. They die before you even know that what's even going on. Like there's a couple bosses I didn't even realize they were the boss. I thought they were a common enemy, and they die before I even knew what was going on. I've been playing the Pixel remasters, and I enjoy it. It's a good game. It's not, in my opinion, I'd say it's a better made game than Dragon Quest, the first Dragon Quest, but I would rather play the first Dragon Quest, just because of the the vibe that you get from the first Dragon Quest. Even though it's a little clunkier of a game, I feel like Final Fantasy is just boring. And the whole game is pretty easy until you get to the last boss, and Chaos is extremely hard. I had to look up a strategy guide on how to fucking beat it, because it ain't no fucking joke, dude. The last boss in Final Fantasy 1 is brutal. And there's a certain trick you can do, unless you want to level up till the end of time. Yeah, you're gonna need to use this trick in order to beat it. So I would say it's just I'll put it in weak sauce. I didn't enjoy it. Final Fantasy 2 I've never really played. I have it on that collection. Never really played. Final Fantasy 3 I played through that game on the DS, and it's a good game. It's a vast improvement over Final Fantasy 1. The class system is pretty good in it. I enjoyed that. But it still has that feel of the first game. There's not really much going on with story. And I would argue that the dungeon at the end of Final Fantasy III almost ruins the whole game, dude. And the difficulty, it's so huge and fucking insane. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with the last dungeon. Like, there's almost no way in hell you're gonna beat the entire dungeon and then the boss in one go. And that's what they pretty much expect you to do, because there's no save points in the dungeon at all. I don't know in the Pixel remasters if they changed that and added, like, save points in the dungeon and stuff. But, man, it is brutal. Because they kept the brutal difficulty in the DS version. I did it, man, but god damn. You pretty much have to max your levels out to fucking do it. But I put it in mids. Final Fantasy IV is tits, dude. Like, I'm actually playing through 4 right now. I've never beat it. I'm about a third of the way through it. I'm really enjoying it. I think Final Fantasy IV is kind of generic in the way it looks. And there's not a lot of interesting locations and stuff that you go to. I mean, I heard at the end of the game, there's like you go to the moon and stuff like that, and it gets kind of interesting. But through most of the game, it's pretty generic sauce. Yeah, there's quick saves in the remaster. Final Fantasy IV is kind of the thing I've always not really cared for about Final Fantasy IV. Is it's kind of just boring. Like, the locations are boring. Like, I really can't think of one interesting location you really go through most of the game. I like the story. I like how you're, you know, the king goes crazy and, you know, gets you to try to do his bidding, and you stand up against the king and this group of resistance members, and it's a lot of Final Fantasy VII, I feel like, was taken from Final Fantasy IV. Like, people talk about how original Final Fantasy VII is, but it's basically Final Fantasy IV if you think about it. You know, it's the same thing. Like, you get a group of resistance members to fight against the totalitarian bullshit going on in Midgar, and it's kind of the same thing in 4. It's just the king's going crazy, and you get resistance members. Same thing. So, Final Fantasy VII owes a lot to 4. Now, Final Fantasy V is a strange one, because in a lot of ways it goes backwards in the way it presents its story. The story's not as interesting. But gameplay-wise, there's a lot more going on here. With the class system and stuff like that. It's got great music. I mean, regardless of the pixel remasters, I think the graphics have taken a step back. It's once again, it's not a very interesting game to look at. And, like, the sprites and everything, it just kind of looks a little bit more strange. Like, 4 is kind of a generic RPG looking, but then 5 is just got its own, you know, it's kind of quirky. It's a quirky game. But it has yeah, 5's good. I mean, if you like the job system, I'd probably put 5 right below 4, but it's in the same tier. 6. Now, 6 is a weird one, dude, because I've never beat it. I played it a lot as a kid. I mean, I know it's good, and like I said, I'm gonna put it above 4, and I'll put it in an ass. It's kind of weird titling an ass because it sounds like it's bad actually, but it's good because I like ass. But Final Fantasy VI is good, but I've never beat it. So, like, in a lot of regards, like, I haven't really played it all the way through. I need to play it. It's on my to-do list for sure. Now, yeah. Now, Final Fantasy VII, man, it's a strange game, dude. Because, I mean, there's a huge chunks of this game that are really good, dude. It's a fantastic game. Like, all through Midgar, I'd say 3/4 of this game is really good, but at a certain point, it just kind of loses its way, dude. I mean, it just kind of becomes meandering. There are points in this game you forget really what you're even doing. You're just kind of wandering around, and, you know, depending on how you play this game and how you build up your characters and stuff, I mean, this game could be really, really challenging or really, really fucking easy. But I just feel like after a certain point in this game, it kind of just loses its way. Around the time when, what's-her-name gets killed in it, I feel like this game kind of falls apart. Like, it kind of meanders. It doesn't really know what it wants to do anymore. The story stops making any sense. And stuff like that. But I would still put it in tits. Probably, I like it better than 4. especially considering I beat it and stuff. But I'd put it in tits. I mean, it's better than, you know, it's better than I give it credit for. But the ending was just a letdown, dude. It's just a kind of a boring, meandering thing. Like, the game has such a good pace through 3/4 of it, and then it just kind of loses its way, and it just kind of an abrupt ending. Like, oh, you're like, oh, this is it? Like, all of a sudden you're fighting Sephiroth and the game's over. It's just kind of weird. I almost feel like they just ran out of money, and I get it because the game was expensive as fuck to make anyways. Now, Final Fantasy IX, I have not played enough, dude. Like, I haven't even gotten halfway through 9. That's another one that's on my... Well, actually, no, let's go to 8. Because I have beat 8. That's actually, like, one of the first ones I have beat. 8's a weird game, man. I wouldn't necessarily even say the game is good. There's a lot of good things about 8. But the battle system's broken. The story doesn't make any sense, dude. About halfway through, it stops making any sense with the time dilation bullshit. It doesn't have a good villain to bank on. You know, like, I don't know how you go from Sephiroth, like, laying down the fucking law and fucking destroying fucking ball sacks left and right, and then you got that fucking Red Queen generic brand deluxe over here that you don't even see until 5 minutes until the game's over. It's just strange. So, you know, and like I said, I couldn't even really tell you what Final Fantasy VIII's even about, dude. Like, I mean, I beat it and I played it since then. I couldn't even tell you. You know, it's warring school factions and it's just goofy. It's a weird game, and it banks on you pretty heavily to understand the battle system. And if you don't understand the battle system and how the leveling up works and stuff like that, like, I beat the game and I still couldn't even really tell you, dude. Like, you're supposed to, like, junction your summons to your stats, and it's just stupid. There's only one way to really do it to get the best out of your stats, so, like, why would you do it any other way than the best way? It's just weird, but I did like the gun swords. I'd put it in mids, below 3. 9, like I said, I haven't played it enough, dude. I find 9 to be really, really slow-paced. Like, 9 is just so boring to me, dude. The battle system, everything's so slow. Especially if you played Final Fantasy IX on the PlayStation when it came out back in the day. Like, everything is so slow in this game, dude. Like, you get into a battle, it takes like 30 seconds to load a battle. The battle system is so plodding. It's just back and forth, boring. There's nothing special about the battle system. The storyline's kind of goofy. I mean, I guess if you like the old feeling Final Fantasy, but I don't even really feel like the Final Fantasy IX feels like the older games. It's kind of its own thing. But like I said, I haven't played enough of it to really know. But what I played of it, I'd go into like I'd go into high mids for what I played of it. Like I said, I haven't played enough of it. Now, Final Fantasy X, dude, has dropped. Now, I said Final Fantasy VIII was the first one I beat. No, I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy X was the first one I beat back in the day. And I held this game into a high standard, dude. I really did. I had really fond memories of Final Fantasy X, and I almost wish I did not go back and play it again. Because doing so kind of ruined it for me, dude. I played it on my Switch, and I did not have any fun with it. I'm going to be honest. I don't know where these fond memories come from with, like, doing awesome things in this game. If you guys think about it, 3/4 of Final Fantasy X, you're just running through fields. Like, I don't remember running through so many goddamn fields, dude. Like, it's like going for a hike. It's like hiking simulator. Hiking Fantasy X, dude. Like, you're going through fucking forests and fields. There's not a lot of interesting locations. The underwater soccer thing is kind of cool, but they don't really... It's not in enough of the game to really matter, and you don't really have to do it anyways. I feel like your team members are cool, but you don't really get to know them that well. Waka and Yuna and Lulu and you know, Kamari, you know, the fact that I can even remember their names with as many drugs as I've done is a good sign, to where they at least left a little bit of a mark on me. But I just don't feel like there's enough going on here, enough interesting locations. I do like the battle system, but I feel like there's not a lot of challenge in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Riku in that, you know, if you know how to manipulate the battle system in Final Fantasy X, there's absolutely no challenge. And here's the thing, like, if you play Final Fantasy X regularly, like it's supposed to be played, when you get to the last boss, you are gonna have to grind. You just have to. Like, there's not gonna be any semblance of reality where you're gonna play the game normally, not really grinding too much, and you're gonna get to the last boss, and you're gonna just beat him first. It's not gonna happen. Unless you really know how to manipulate the battle system. You have to grind. So then you're left with, like, you're grinding in that fucking dark area or something for, like, 6-7 hours. And it just kind of ruins the whole pace of the game, if you want me to be honest. What's up, Dat? So yeah, I had no trouble whatsoever replaying this game on my Switch until the last boss. And then the last boss just wipes the fucking floor with you. And there's like 4 different forms to it. It's exhausting. But I would still put it on the... I'd put it on the low end. I'd put it above Final Fantasy 5, probably. Yeah, Final Fantasy X, it's an okay game, dude. But like I said, there's not a lot of replay value there. Final Fantasy X-2, I'm gonna have to put that into like, I should probably make Super Raids on that, because that's Super Raids, dude. Dress spheres and gay ass bullshit, not cool, dude. So, you know, this game made me feel slightly homosexual playing it, and I don't appreciate that whatsoever. So, Super AIDS it is. Super AIDS. So there it is. I couldn't tell you what Final Fantasy X-2 is about, dude. I really couldn't. I got it for Christmas one year when I was like a teenager, and I played it like a couple times and realized it was the gayest game ever made, and I never played it again. I just don't understand what they were thinking. Like, they thought the same audience from 10 was going to carry over to 10-2 with this girly bullshit. And, you know, the main player of these games is, like, kind of nerdy guys, probably. And I just don't understand, like, why they thought that was a good idea. Final Fantasy XI, I have not played. Final Fantasy XII is an interesting one because it has gone way higher on my list than it started out. Like, when Final Fantasy XII came out, I hated it. I worked at GameStop at the time. Yeah, I do think 10-2 is geared more towards, like, weird-ass Japanese mofos. But, when Final Fantasy XII came out, I was working at GameStop, and it is just not what I wanted out of it, dude. I wanted more of a Final Fantasy X turn-based feel, and we got this weird MMO feeling single-player game. And, I never beat it, dude. And I feel like trying to beat Final Fantasy XII on the PlayStation 2 back in the day was a feat. I mean, the game is long as shit. And when they re-released it on the Switch, they added all these speed features and stuff to, like, make the game faster. And even with those speed features, and I beat the game that way, it's still a 40 to 50 hour game. And that's, like, with sped up, like, 3 times over. So it's an ordeal, dude, to beat that game. Like, I mean, I would say it's at least a 100 fucking hour game if you're going to play it on the PlayStation 2. But, I just don't feel like there's a lot of, there's definitely not an interesting story going on in 12. There's not even really a main character that you really connect with. But, if you want a game you can zone out on and not really think about and play it and enjoy yourself, Final Fantasy XII is that game. I mean, it is enjoyable in that regard. It's a good story if you read about it, yeah. It's just, I don't need to, I'm not the type of person that's really going to delve into, like, a game. 12 didn't really have a good villain, no. I mean, really, you don't even really see the person as a villain. He's not really even a bad guy. He's just doing his own thing that he thinks is right, but it's against what you think is right. Which could be an interesting thing, but he's not really a three-dimensional villain. You don't really learn much about him. I mean, he's just kind of boring. It's not like Kefka or anything, or Sephiroth or anything like that. So, but I would say, honestly, I probably like Final Fantasy 12 more than 10 now. So I would probably put it in tits. I would probably right below 7, I think. So, and then, so 12. Final Fantasy 13, dude. Strange game. Very strange game. It's got probably one of the worst stories I've ever experienced in a game. Hated it. Hated the story in 13. It barely made any sense. The graphics are amazing. I didn't mind the level design and like the way the games were structured. You know, I didn't mind that so much. How it was kind of a straight shot. I love the battle system. Some of the locales you go to are interesting. I love that tower that you go into and explore. But I feel like the storyline just it barely holds the game together, dude. There's not a lot of like anything driving you, and I feel like your teammates are really just boring and don't really bring anything to the table. And I feel like the thing holding that game together is the battle system. The battle system is really fun in 13. I mean, in 13, and I kind of want to play it again because I really enjoyed that. So I would say 13 is probably right below. I don't know, man. I might have to go high mids on 13. Dude, I don't know. I haven't played enough of 9 to say if I like it better than 13. It's kind of a interesting situation. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh shit. I'll tell you what I'll do. Add a row above. Haven't played enough. Oh God, I hate that. Haven't played enough. So I'll put Final Fantasy, and I'll put 9 and haven't played enough. And there's probably gonna be a few more in there. But 13's, I wouldn't say it's a bad game. What's up, Foot Clan Master Shredder? I'm just doing some tier lists. I had a fan send me Lunar, so that's fucking awesome. Let's see here. So 13, 14. Once again, I haven't played it. It's an online joint, so it's just not for me. I'll just clear this list out right now, guys, of ones I haven't played. These weird offshoot games. Lightning Returns, I haven't played that enough. After Years, haven't played it. Stranger in Paradise, I didn't like it, but I'll say I haven't played it enough. What I played of it, I wasn't too impressed about it. This I haven't played. Kingsglaive I haven't played. I know Rebirth I haven't played. Well, what I played of Remake, I enjoyed it. But I haven't played enough of it. So I'm still going to put that in haven't played enough of it in Remake. Crisis Core I have not played. Before Crisis I haven't played. Brotherhood I haven't... Are these even real games? I haven't heard of a lot of these. What the fuck is that? After Ever Crisis? Dude, they really milked the fuck out of that Final Fantasy 7 shit. Dude, look at this shit. Crisis Core, Ever Crisis, Crisis, Dick Crisis, Big D Crisis, getting fucked in the ass Crisis, Crisis. Like, goddamn, dude, calm down. Look at this shit, dude. Advent Children? No. What the fuck? Dirge Cerberus, I did not play it. 13, 2, I haven't played enough of it. 15 story is garbage, dude. Like, I don't understand I don't understand how they can fuck up that bad with this. With the story just doesn't go anywhere. It's like they had this really cool concept of having a group of people, a group of guys, and your homies in a car driving around in this brothership that you guys have, but they didn't have anything else. You know, like it's really strange. And like I said, I haven't really gotten that far into 15, dude, because the battle system was just shit sauce. But, I mean, I can't really put it in AIDS or Super AIDS. I can't even believe I'm really not even going to have anything in these categories. This, I haven't played enough of it. I haven't played enough 16. And then, I'll put this in AIDS. There you go. There's my list. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is a strange joint. I heard 16's dope. I played it a little bit when I had my PS5 and stuff. The problem I had with 16, what I played of it, is that it's just too easy. And I don't know if they added any difficulty levels to it, but there was no difficulty whatsoever. I felt like I couldn't die if I wanted to. You know, like it was a very, very simple game. I'm trying to get this crosshair off my screen. You guys can't see it, but there's this red dot on the screen that I do not want there. Why is there... I don't want that. Dude, there's like... It's so weird. Why would there be... There we go. Now it's gone. Alright. Let's go to another tier list. What do you guys want to see here? We got... Let me look through these. What are you guys thinking? Best Dragon Warriors? Best Dragon Warriors would probably be a pretty quick list. I mean, I could probably do that one really quick, actually. And I appreciate you calling it Dragon Warrior, because I still say that Dragon Warrior is a better name for the series. I will stand by that. I will die on that sword. I think Dragon Warrior is a better name than Dragon Quest. What is a Dragon Quest? What does that even mean? Like when you're calling something a quest, you're saying that it's like a quest that you're gonna do something. What is a Dragon Quest? Like a Dragon Warrior, you are a warrior of dragons. Like, it's badass. It sounds, this motherfucker's a Dragon Warrior. What Dragon Quest is so like weakly translated Japanese sounding. Like it sounds dumb. Like I've always thought Dragon Warrior was a way better name. Was always upset after Dragon Warrior 7 when they switched it back over to Dragon Quest. I just think it sounds goofy. But here we go. That's one of the American names. I felt like the American... Did everybody in Europe get Dragon Warrior as the title of it over there, or was it always Dragon Quest? Oh, you grew up playing Dragon Warrior on the NES? That's hell yeah. How old are you, Foot Clan, if you don't mind me asking? Candy tier list, that's a good one. Fatal Clocks, bringing the heat. That's a good choice, my friend. Oh, you're in your 40s? Hell yeah. I'm about to turn 40, dude, so I'm getting there. Alright. You guys see it? Everything? You guys see it okay? Everything look good? You have patience. If you grew up playing the Dragon Warrior games on the NES and stuff, dude, you got patience on a level that a lot of people don't have, because those games are pretty slow paced on the NES. They really are. But Dragon Warrior 3 and 4 on the NES are really excellent games, especially 4. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about these games, but I'm gonna talk about them as if on whatever version I played. The first 3 games I played on the Switch, on the mobile ports or whatever. Yeah, they weren't the best, but I still played them. Dragon Warrior 1 is first of all, it's got one of the best cover arts of all time. I love the cover art of Dragon Warrior. I really do. It's a clunky game, dude, but I mean, look, I hated it back in the day, but the Dragon Warrior series grew on me in a way that I never thought was possible. And I actually like Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior now better than Final Fantasy. And it's not even close. I mean, I love the quirkiness. I love, like, there's the little teeny vignettes of the stories. Like, one village might have 3 or 4 stories that you're getting into, and some of them are interesting. And there's just, I love the quirkiness of everything. How every game just kind of feels familiar. It's like, seeing an old friend every time you play one of these games. I love the battle design, the enemy designs. That's my favorite thing about these games is the enemy designs are amazing. You got that fucking Dragon Ball Z action for the fucking designs of everything. Everything looks good. The music, I'm not thrilled about. I love the music in the first game a lot, and then it kind of just sounds samey. I like the Final Fantasy soundtracks a lot better. But some of these games are on par with some of the best Final Fantasy games. Like, it's not even close. Real question, but at 40, do you dye your hair? No, I don't have. You guys can see I don't have any gray hair, dude. I'm actually pretty lucky with that. Now, I shouldn't say that. I get a gray hair here and there, but as a redhead, you don't have to really deal with it as much as other people. So I kind of get lucky in that regard. Redheads, they don't really gray as much as other people, but I will say my hair is kind of thinning a little bit, but I'm lucky, dude. A lot of people I know are bald. Toriyama said if he knew Dragon Quest was going to be a 30-year franchise, he wouldn't have done it. That's kind of a dumb thing to say. Like, motherfucker, you've had job security for 30-plus years and you're complaining about it. Like, people are dumb in the way they fucking think about shit. Back to the gray hair shit, though. I don't think gray hair is bad, though. You know what I mean? Like, if my hair was gray, I wouldn't care. I think gray hair is kind of cool, depending on the circumstances. Some women look super hot with it, depending on how they look like Sindel or something from Mortal Kombat 3. But back to the Dragon Warrior. It's an influential game. It's awesome. Is it very fun to play? No, but I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I like the feels that this game gives me. It's not what I would call fun, but I'm gonna put this in it's a high C. Dragon Warrior 2 is the only game that I would outright say is like not very good. It's weird because on a technical level, Dragon Warrior 2 improves everything there is to improve with the series. I mean, you got multiple party members, you got multiple enemies that you're facing, the game's bigger, there's like multiple continents that you go onto, and you got, it's a lot more in-depth game, but there's also a lot of, it's way more difficult, it's way more meandering, it's punishing, dude. Like, it's like you've done something wrong to play this game. Like, this game beats your ass up, dude. It bends you over with no lube. It doesn't give a fuck. Especially towards the end, dude. When I beat this game on the Switch, I mean, there are sections in the end of this game that there's enemies that'll just kill you outright, dude. Like, you'll get into a group of enemies and they'll just cast, like the battle starts and the enemy's just like, and you're just dead. Like, whatever, dude. Like, I mean, the enemy doesn't even get up. Like, the enemy's taking a nap. It opens one eye and sees you coming, and you're just dead. I mean, you're fucking, your family's killed, your house is burned down, and like your bank account is fucking destroyed, like, and robbed. Like, it's fucking brutal, dude. Brutal. It came from an age of like, it thought, having a game have longevity was have it be as hard as possible. Dragon Warrior 2 is brutal. However, much to the detriment of the game. I would say it actually kind of hurts the game. in a lot of ways. Yeah, after you create that bridge to get to the island, dude, I mean, it'll fuck you up, dude. Like, the whole Dragon Warrior 2 is fucking brutal. And it's not a very enjoyable game. It's the only one I would really say is it's not a good game. I put it in D. Dragon Warrior 3 is good. It's good. I got that remake that just came out here. I need to play. I had to sell a lot of my games, guys. When Ani left, dude, Ani just left me high and dry, guys. She really tried her best to destroy me, and it really hurts my feelings because I really helped her out, dude. I still even love her, and I just didn't deserve. The last few months, she just refused to get a job, and the bills were stacking up, and I couldn't figure out like why she wouldn't get a job. Now I know that she was talking to her friends and she was gonna fucking bail on me and shit, but she fucked me up, dude. She fucked me up bad. I'm buried in fucking bills and stuff like that, but so I've had to get rid of even the games I showed you in that last game collection. I don't even have a lot of those anymore. I mean, she fucked me, dude, bad, and I just don't deserve it. I love her to death, and she wants to make it out to be like she escaped or something. Like, it's bullshit, dude. You guys seen it in streams. I treated her like a queen, dude. You know, I love that girl. There's just no reason for her to have acted like that. And then, you know, she's easily manipulated by the people that are around her, dude. It's just fucking stupid. You know, she's telling people things that aren't even true. I mean, it's just sad, dude. It breaks my heart. I just don't want to talk about it. I'll start crying if I fucking talk about it. But one of the games I kept this because I really want to play it. But a lot of my games I've just had to get rid of because I can't pay my bills, dude. Like, she left me up shit creek here. So, but Dragon Warrior 3 is good. When you're playing the original game, it's kind of hard to like figure out where to go in it. So I think it comes with when you play this on the NES, I think it came with a strategy guide with it. So that probably helped out quite a bit. A lot of people don't realize that these games kind of came with a strategy guide back in the day. So a lot of people didn't have to deal with getting it secondhand and not knowing what to do and where to go back in the day. So I would say it's Dragon Warrior 3 is it's in the upper tier here. I would say it's an A game. It's good. 4 is amazing. Because it's the way it's structured, I can see it kind of annoying people because you don't really have the same party through the whole game. You have these little teeny stories with like little teeny vignettes and stuff. I like it and stuff like that. And I like how like you have little teeny stories with a bunch of different characters, and then they all join together at the end to form one big party. It's good. Now, I think Dragon Warrior 4, Foot Clan, you'll have to tell me if I'm right or not. I think the original game, you couldn't actually select what enemy you wanted to actually fight in it. Am I right? I think you just attacked groups, right? So the battle system was a little strange in 4 on the NES, if I'm correct. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. But they changed that for the later renditions of it and stuff. Oh, you never played 4? 4 is really good, dude. I mean, yeah. You should play 4. I would say 4 is one of the best. You play as like this shopkeeper even, and Tornado or Torneko or whatever. You play as him, and it's just a really good game. But I would play it. I would play the DS version or the mobile version over the NES version. But it's still a really good game. I would put it in S. Now, Dragon Quest V is just simply one of the best RPGs of all time. I would say it's probably one of the best games of all time. 5 is amazing. Now, Foot Clan, if you haven't played 5, man, you have got to play 5, dude. 5 is about, like, you're born, and, like, you grow up, and you're in this kingdom, and you fight and stuff, and then you'll marry someone, you'll pick a bride, and depending on who you pick, you'll have a kid, and that kid will grow up, and then you continue down this generation of people. It's fucking masterful. It's excellent. Has really good dungeons. It's a really excellent game, dude. I love how you get to pick your wife. and you have a kid with whatever wife that you pick, and it's different. The game changes. Excellent. Probably my favorite in the franchise. I'm going to go with S on that, above 4. Now, Dragon Quest VI is an odd duck, dude. It's a strange game. In a lot of ways, it's better than a lot of the games, but then it's definitely several steps back in a lot of ways too. They decided to do this dream world thing in 6, and it's just not really successful, and it's not really interesting. So you have your regular world, and then you'll go to this dream world that is, it kind of looks like the same world, but it's different. Like, you'll meet some character in the real world, and then in the dream world, they might be like a movie star or something, right? But the problem is, with the way the game's structured, it's hard to even tell sometimes if you're in the real world or the dream world, and you're going back and forth, and it's very confusing, and the dungeons are extremely long and fucking padded out. I never actually beat 6. 6 just didn't do it for me. The thing is about 6, though, it's got some of the most interesting character designs. It's got some of my favorite music in it. Some of the best bosses are in it. But there's too much going on with 6 that I just really didn't care for. Like I said, I don't like the dungeons. They're really boring. The story, like, you beat the big bad of the storyline, like, in the first, like, few hours, and then you're just kind of left to wander around, and it's just a very unfocused game. I would say it is a C above the first game. Now, 7's an ordeal. I beat 7. I beat the 3DS version of 7. 7 is just too goddamn long, dude. Okay? Now, if you was to beat Dragon Warrior 7, and you want to beat it quickly, a fast playthrough of Dragon Quest 7 is like 120 hours. And that's quick. And God help you if you want to beat the PlayStation version without a guide. I don't think it can be done. There are like these little like things you have to find to unlock pieces of the world. And dude, like in the 3DS version, they added a thing that helps you find them, and I think you can kind of do it without a guide on there. Good luck, it's still hard. But in the PS1 version, dude, I don't think there's really a whole lot to help you find these fucking things, and you'll just get lost. And you're gonna come into a point in this game where you have different pieces. They're all set up on these pedestals, right? And so you're gonna, you're gonna come to this point, and everybody comes to this point in a playthrough where you have like several pedestals with several pieces that need to go on the pedestal on different ones, but you don't have enough to complete a pedestal, so it's just scattered. So you don't know where the pieces that you need to complete another pedestal to open up another piece of the world. And then when you do open up that piece, you'll go to the island that you unlock, and there's no enemies whatsoever, and you're just wandering around with no fights, and there might be a puzzle or two. I mean, the first, like, 6 hours of this game, you don't even have a single fight. Like, it's just fucking padded beyond belief, dude. And I beat it, but it took a couple years to do that. So, I would never play 7 again. I still say it's a good game. I would probably put it above 6. Still not quite a B, in my opinion, though. Now we're on number 8. Yeah, 120 hours. That's a short playthrough of that game, dude. Now, Dragon Quest VIII is the game that got me into Dragon Quest. I was working at GameStop at the time. Final Fantasy 12 came out, and I was excited about Final Fantasy 12, but it had a demo of Dragon Quest that came with it. And I actually liked the demo of Dragon Quest. Oh no, I'm getting it mixed up. I think. No, Dragon Quest had the demo for Final Fantasy. And I bought Dragon Quest for the demo of Final Fantasy, but I enjoyed Dragon Quest more than the demo for Final Fantasy. That's what it was. Yes, I had to be committed to beat that game. But so I ended up being more excited about Dragon Quest 8 than I did for Final Fantasy 12. And I love 8. I still have not beat 8. 8 is a gargantuan endeavor. It seems to be, I've talked to a lot of people about this game that have played it over the years, and everybody kind of comes to the same point in the game where you think you're like halfway to 3/4 of the way through this game, and you're not even halfway. I mean, this is a girthy ass game, dude. And I don't really have a good way to play it anymore. Like, they had it on 3DS, but the 3DS port was not very good. It looked pretty shabby. And, yeah, I think it's kind of an expensive game to get on the 3DS anymore. So, but I've never beat it. It's a really good game. I would still say it is A tier. I'll put it in A tier above 3. No, I'll put it in S tier. It is really good, dude. But since I haven't beat it, I'll put it, you know, right there. We don't have any B's yet. 9. There you go. There's our first B. 9's good. I beat 8, but I couldn't get myself to do post-game. Yeah, see, 100 hours, dude. Like, I would say it's not as long as 7 to beat the main game, but it's pretty fucking close, dude. Now, let me ask you, Joe. Is Dual Magus, is he a cool villain throughout the whole game? I mean, he seems cool, what I've seen of him. He seems like he's a cool villain. But he kind of disappears for long swaths of the game. And I don't know if he... I know he's probably at Kefka level, but... You have to let me know. I mean, is he a cool antagonist? He's alright. I don't think he's... Oh, yeah, you're right. He probably... Dragon Quest has a tendency of doing that. And you think the big bad is the big bad, and... Not really. It's kind of the interesting thing about these games. Final Fantasy kind of depends on its, like... In a few of the games having really good antagonists. Dragon Quest doesn't really do that. I don't think any of these games really have an amazing antagonist. No, that's 11. That's a 9. I don't think... Oh, yeah, you're right. That is... I did do 10. Okay. You're right. There we go. Good call, Packy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Dragon Quest 9. I haven't played this game enough to really judge it too much. What I played of it is really fun. It kind of goes more for the Dragon Warrior feel, Dragon Warrior 3 feel of you know, kind of silent protagonist with job system kind of thing. Is kind of what it feels like. It kind of more feels like an online offline type thing. But when you could hook online, there's a lot of stuff you could unlock in that game that people really enjoyed. Now 10 is one I just haven't played it, so I have to do row below. Haven't played it for obvious reasons. I mean, are they ever gonna port 10 to where anybody can play it, or? I mean, I think it's kind of stupid to do that now, honestly. I mean, 11's out and stuff. It's kind of stupid. I think they kind of missed the boat on that one. And then 11's really fucking good, dude. It's right neck and neck with 8, I would say. But it's 11 should have been 10. In my opinion, they probably should have just retitled 11 to 10. Then you would have you'd have the name discrepancies being all fucked up over again, so. But I say that's a pretty solid list. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, the only bad game in the series, I mean, and that's pretty good, dude. If you think about it. It's a pretty consistent series. The only bad game is 2, and I guess that's because they just didn't know how to really branch out yet, and then they figured it out. But, you know, they're all really good games. I mean, like I said, you have 1... It's archaic, but I mean it's important. 6 is not very good. 7's too long. 9 I just haven't played enough. 3's great. 11, 8, 4, and 5 are probably what most people would consider the best. Now, Japanese people would consider 3 to be the best because this game is one of the biggest selling games of all time over there. But I'm pretty happy with that list. There's a lot I like about Dragon Warrior 3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Foot Clan. What do you guys want to see next? I like these tier lists. I'm enjoying myself. You guys are making me feel better. I'm having a really bad day, dude. I'm having a dark I'm just having a really bad day, dude. Ani's just being a piece of shit, and I don't understand. I don't understand it, dude. Oh, Candy. Candy tier. Candy tier. My cat like popped one of my keycaps off my keyboard. I haven't been able to find it ever since. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is my keyboard here. So it's like a specialty keyboard. It's I don't remember what the brand name is. Oh, DOS keyboard. So it's a totally dope keyboard. I love his keyboard, but you see my cat popped off one of my fucking keycaps and I haven't been able to find it ever since. Okay. All relevant candy I can think of, no mints and gum. Okay, let's do that. The profile picture is Drunken Punk in his new form. I tell you what, my family wants Ani dead, dude. My family wants to kill fucking Ani, dude. Cause my family knows how much I did for her, and they're fucking done, dude. Like they want to run her over with the car, dude. Like it's bad. Like my mom is at the end of her ropes, like so fucking pissed at her, dude. So this so they have it. I'll make sure you guys can see this here. Okay. So so we got S, A, B, C. I hate E. I'm gonna take E out. I always think that's a stupid fucking ranking. What is it? Why is it doing that? Oh, it's because one of these ads are in front of it. I hate that shit. There we go. Delete row. F, aged out, gimmicky, literally so trash it shouldn't have been on this list. The titles of these are literally so fucking trash. the lowest tier can be Ani's unwashed ass that she would go 3 weeks without bathing sometimes. Ani's unwashed ass. Why does he keep fucking doing that, dude? I hate how these... Yeah, see how these ads appear right here? Look at that stupid shit. Yeah, I don't want the... Yeah, I need to get ad blocker on this fucking thing. Ad block. There we go. Ani's unwashed ass. There's Ani's face. That's a pretty bad one too. That's one thing I was talking to my brother about. Like when I got with her, and like Asa made a joke about how she looked like that guy from from Mask or whatever, and it always kind of cracked me up because honestly, she kind of does in a lot of ways. So I really have to give him props for that one. This list is pissing me off already. Aged out. Dude, why? Why do they gotta fucking put an ad right fucking here like this, dude? Block element. Alright, I'm just gonna go to a different list because this one's got a fucking ad like right there in the fucking front of it here. Hold on, guys. Let me figure this out. Give me a second here. It's just fucking unnecessary to have an ad like right there like that. Like, why? Block cookie consent. Hold on.
He's afraid to go to the hospital because he had insurance. So he like couldn't walk for like a month. His fiance ended their relationship. He got fired from his coffee shop job because he couldn't work anymore.
I love my little clicky keys.
He got a camper, attached it to his car, and
Candy tier.
Driving around, and then the pandemic started. And then, so that there was, at some point, I don't know the exact order of events, but they were planning another girls' record.
Okay, come on.
For what would be the next girls' record.
What browser is this?
J.R. White, the other guy.
Actually, here, hold on. Let me do this. I think I'm just in a crappy browser. Here we go. Let me go to Google Chrome. There we go. I was in a stupid browser. That's why. I think I was in Internet Explorer. Ew. No fucking wonder, dude. I probably got AIDS now. Fucking dabbling in that shit. Who the fuck uses that nonsense? Here we go. Candy. There we go. Man, that was awful. Like keep her. It's like why even have a goddamn browser even exist that's gonna be like that fucking garbage, dude? You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? All right. Netscape, fucking yeah, God, fucking AOL. 2.1 fucking free disc from behind the goddamn register at the supermarket. Bad. Alright, here we go. So now. Alright, you guys see it? Does it look okay? I'm not thrilled about this fucking Windows 11 or whatever the fuck, dude. Windows 12, I don't fucking know. Looks good. Alright. So, aged out. No, we gotta have Ani's unwashed ass. Dude, I can't even tell you how fucking bad she stunk sometimes, dude. She'd want to have sex. It's like, bitch, you haven't fucking showered since the Clinton administration. Like, I might die. I might literally die. I don't know if I have the antibodies that can fight that fucking kind of level of disease and nastiness. Fucking gross, dude. On his face. And then aged out. I'm just going to get rid of that entirely. Delete that row. And delete E, because that's a stupid fucking... We don't need that shit. Alright, here we go. Dude, that's the thing that, you know, kills me, dude. Like, had Ani would have died from any of the times I saved her life and everything, I would have blamed myself and probably been... I would have felt bad for the rest of my life about it. But and I would have never known that, like, a year later she would have been, like, just a piece of shit anyways. What's up, Canister? I just seen that. That was the first time you chatted, dude. But I did my best with her, dude, and I know that it's not my fault. I've had everybody tell me that too. Even some of her friends have told me that she's just a piece of shit and not to even worry about it, dude. So, 100 grand. I've never been a big fan of this candy bar, dude. This has always been kind of like, I get like a little mini of a one in like my Halloween candy or something. I'd eat it, but I don't think anybody in the history of time has ever gone to the store with the goal of buying 100 grand bar, dude. This is one of those candies that just, it comes with something else that you buy and you'll eat it if it's there. It's not F, but it's a pretty good D. Three Musketeers, I don't like at all. I don't like it. I never liked it at all. It's disgusting. Weak sauce. And I don't think it's quite to Ani's face, though. We haven't got there yet. Yeah. Dude, black licorice is pretty fucking gross. Black licorice is so gross, it can actually kill you if you eat enough of it. I mean, I guess all of us could kill you if you eat enough of it, but black licorice is actually has something in it that will kill you if you eat too much of it. Fifth Avenue, I really couldn't even tell you, dude, what those even taste like. I'm going to put it right there with, like, 100 grands. Airheads, I love Airheads, dude. I eat those all the time. I put those in A. I put them in B. Almond Joys is unwashed ass, dude. Nobody likes that shit. I mean, it's one step above Mounds. So when you have wherever Mounds bars are or whatever, where are those at? They're not even, here it is, Mounds. One step above Mounds, and that's like the only thing that Almond Joy is better than. What's up, Canister? Hell yeah, dude. Joe Savage, you heard it here first, dude. There has to be nuts. There has to be nuts in it for him to enjoy it. You guys heard it here first. Gay ass motherfucker. I'm just kidding, bro. Hershey's, dude. The rest of the world is laughing at us, dude. Okay? The rest of the world is laughing at us. Hershey's is fucking nauseating, dude. Every time I taste other countries' chocolate, I'm embarrassed to be an American with this fucking horseshit that we have over here, dude. Garbage. Like, barely above Almond Joys, dude. Like, I wouldn't even... I mean, once you taste, like, Swedish chocolate, shit like that, it's just over, dude. I mean, it's fucking horrible, revolting garbage. I don't know why. Like, I mean, if they change the fucking... like the recipe, like new Coke style, nobody's gonna complain, dude. It's like anybody sitting there like, oh man, I'm gonna get me a plain Hershey's bar. No, dude. If you go into the store and you go to the candy aisle, there's gonna be that Hershey's bar is gonna be completely full, and then when you go the next week, it's gonna be the same amount in there. Nobody likes that shit, dude. You can make some good fucking chocolate things out of Hershey's, but it's just bad, dude. It's bad chocolate. The Altoid Sours, dude, I miss these. Oh my god, I would put these in my butt, dude, right now. Yeah, I would put a whole can, I would stuff it up the crack of my ass if I... Dude, I love these fucking things. I don't even remember even having any other flavor, though. Like, I remember having the orange ones, but I don't remember the red and the green. I may have had the green, but I definitely never had the red. But these things are S. They need to bring these back. I can't believe there hasn't been, like, enough fan fervor to get these back on store shelves, dude. It's very strange to me. Andy's Mints are dope. I've always liked them. There's our AA tier. Babe Ruth's. I've been... when I was a kid, I liked Baby Ruths, and then at one point, I was like eating one when I was pretty younger, and I was like, I just don't like these anymore. And that was that on Baby Ruths, and I haven't really cared for them since. So they're like a low C. Gummy bears are S with a bullet, dude. This is one of my favorite candies. I love me some gummy bears all day. Butterfingers are despicably disgusting. Dude, I don't even know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I like Butterfingers better than Mounds or all. Dude, I might dislike, yeah. I'll take a Mounds bar over Butterfinger. I can't stand Butterfinger, dude. Dude. There's something about Butterfingers that always sets my gag reflex off. The chewiness and the stickiness with the... Ugh. Like, I never... Like, dude. The only thing that was ever good about Butterfingers were the commercials with Bart Simpson and stuff like that in the 90s. Those commercials were so damn good, like, they made me want to fucking get them. And I would always, by mistake, get it. Like, the advertising was so good, and then I'd be eating, and I'm like, why did I get this? It's so fucking nasty, dude. And I guess they changed the recipe at some point, too, on these Butterfingers, and they got even worse. I'm going to tell you guys right now, and Foot Clan knows, man, they weren't better in the 90s either. But these are unedible. This is old people fucking candy. This is candy that they try to lure children into the fucking windowless van kind of shit right here, dude. You don't want that shit. Let's fucking make a whole nother tier here. Add a row below. Cereal Killer Van Candy. Cereal Killer Van Candy. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Honey's unwashed ass. And this is Cereal Killer Van Candy. There we go. I think I spelled that wrong. There we go. Cereal Killer Van Candy. Werther's Originals. Dude, I'm telling you, man. They're not good. Yeah, Serial Killer Van Candy. There's probably a few of these I could probably put in Serial Killer Van Candy right now. Yeah, Serial Killer Van Candy. That's always the dish of fucking shit that old people have in their house. And after they got a few bodies in the basement. I think that's all on this list. Serial Killer Van Candy. There's one more. We'll have one more tier below. This is just fucking poison. Just fucking poison, and that's black licorice right there, bitches. I'm gonna be honest though, man. I'm probably gonna upset some people with this right here, but dude, I think red vines are fucking disgusting, dude. Like we're talking not quite unwashed ash, but this definitely on his face, dude. Like I think red vines are gross. I'll take fucking Twizzlers any day over red vines. The only thing red vines has going for it is the Lonely Island, that song with fucking Red Vine, Mr. Pibbs, Crazy Delicious or whatever. And like that's the only thing that makes me laugh about it. Red vines are gross. Cadbury eggs, dude. I used to flip back and forth. I used to hate them. Like one year I'd hate them and then I'd go back and forth. Now I pretty consistently like them. I'd say they're pretty consistently in a like a high C area. Oh yeah, you gotta have them cum eggs, dude. You know about his stuff, Chan. But you can only handle one or two, dude. I don't think any human being on the face of the earth has ever eaten 3 of these in a row. Like you would die. You would die. Well, first of all, you become homosexual because that's way too much fucking cum sauce all over your fucking face. You turn gay, and then you'd be gay for about 30 seconds, and then you just die. It's too much sweetness, dude. But Cadbury chocolate is fucking dope, so I'll take it. These things right here are fucking dank, dude. I gotta be in the mood, but dude, I'll take a bag to the face of these fucking things, dude. Sometimes I'd say those are high B. No, they're below earheads. Caramello is good, really good. They're the same Bay Area. Charleston Chew, dude. Dude, this candy was made by dentists just to get kids to break their fucking teeth apart, dude. Like, there's nothing good about these. They're definitely in Ani's face, but I put them above red vines. Cookie dough bites, I don't really even remember these, but I remember getting a box of them and not really caring for them very much. So I put them in D tier. Here we go. Hershey's. Dude, it's just everything Hershey's is not good. Cowtails are dope. I'm going to put those the same. These two are basically the same thing. Crunch bars I used to like until they changed the formula. At some point, I don't know if it was the early 2000s or whatever, but at some point they changed what these taste like, and they don't taste the same anymore. So these are actually pretty bad now. I put these with the 100 grands. Dots are they're just unedible, dude. I think this is like painter's putty. Like it's used to for help building foundations onto houses or something. Like this is industrial cleaner shit, dude. Like I've never talked to a single goddamn person in the history of time that has enjoyed a dot. Like they're so hard, and they're like these are stale as fuck. There's something wrong. You get a new box and they're even harder than the last box. Like they're fucking nasty, dude. I'm putting these in the poison. Dove chocolates, I do like Dove chocolate. It's not quite as good as other ones, but I'll put those in a low C area. Good and Plenty's is just poison, dude. It's basically they're trying to trick us. They think we're stupid. No, it's still just black licorice with just shiny fucking like red and white fucking candy shells that even taste like worse fucking black licorice. These little sucker motherfucking things. I mean, you can't go any doctor's office in the entire world without getting one of these motherfuckers, dude. But they're good. I enjoy them. They're like a high C. Reese's, I'm kind of falling out of favor with Reese's real quick, dude. Like I really don't even like them anymore. I've overdone it over the years, but I'd put them definitely above Baby Ruth. That's a fast break bar anyway. Actually, the fast break bar wasn't even good, so I'm gonna put that there. Snow caps. Dude, I mean, if you give me a snow cap in a movie theater, I'll eat it. But it's movie theater candy, so if you want to pay $12 for a box of snow caps, have at it. Aren't they called non-perials or something, though? Like, it's really, snow caps are just, everywhere else are called non-perials or something like that. I always thought that was a weird weird naming convention for those. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna grab something real quick. Both of these. Okay. You gotta freeze dots. You gotta throw them in the garbage. Is what you gotta do. Ferrero Rochers, I enjoy quite a bit. I kind of overdid it over the years, but they are definitely right here next to Cowtails. Oh, freeze Reese's. Ferreros are good. Yeah, let's put them in A. I like them. I just overdid it. These Fruity Pebble bars are fucking nasty, dude. These are not good. These are F. Ghirardelli chocolates are really good, especially depending on which ones you get. These are A. I enjoy Ghirardelli. Mr. Good Bar. It's Mr. Bad Bar. Mr. Weak Sauce Bar. There's nothing good about it. Nobody in the history of time. Have you guys know anybody ever in the history of goddamn human civilization that has gone to the store and said these words? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a Mr. Good Bar. It's never happened. It's never goddamn happened, dude. I have left the goddamn house and I'll be like, I'm gonna get me a Snickers or Reese's or you know whatever. Nobody's going to go and get him a Mr. Goddamn Good Bar. Exactly, dude. It's a sampler fucking candy, dude. It's right there. It's right there with the 100 grands and shit like that. They're not fucking terrible, but they're not good. Mr. Lame Sauce Bar, dude. Same thing. Heath Bar. They can make good things out of Heath. But it's not good. And usually the caramel is just, it's too tacky. Yeah, and Hershey's is Garbo. These High Chews, these were kind of a thing in like my school, like when they came out back in the day. And I mean, I guess they've been around for a while, but like I remember kids in my school used to pass these around. They were kind of the unsung candy that everybody kind of knew about, like they're all about the High Chews. I just think that they're a little bit too tacky and get stuck in your teeth a little bit too much, but they're okay. I'd say they're low C. Jelly Bellies. Jelly Bellies are weird, dude, because there's so many flavors. You're enjoying them. You're liable to have flavors that you like and flavors that you don't like. So you spend half the time. I don't know if you guys are the same way with Jelly Bellies, but you spend like half the time going through the ones you want and the ones you don't, and you spend more time like sorting them out than you do actually eating them, and they're kind of a pain in the ass in that way because the flavors that are gross are really gross. So that's kind of the way I feel about those motherfuckers. But they're good. I'm not gonna say they're bad. I put them above Carmelo. Jolly Ranchers I like, dude, but I have this like fear of choking. Because I choked on one of these when I was a kid, so I don't really eat them anymore. But I do think they're good. I think they're a B. Kinder Surprise eggs, like we didn't even really have these for a long time over in America. When I was a kid, I don't think we had these when I was a kid. But they're good. Put these in like the C area. Hershey Kisses. Hershey Kisses are just, Halloween candy bullshit that you get that you'll eat because it's in there, but it's not good, dude. It's an unwashed ass. Nah, I'll put it in Ani's face. Above Red Vines and Charleston Chews, I guess. Kit Kat Big Cats were a mistake. They didn't think about if they should when they did it, when they made that shit. Spent all this time thinking if they could, and then whatever that saying is. But it's too much cat. At a certain point, it's too much cat. I would say somewhere in here. Even Kit Kats, the regular Kit Kats, are a high D. I don't even really care for them. It's too much Kit Kat, dude. Now, these different flavors of Kit Kat, we don't really have these in America. The countries that have these are kind of lucky. I think it's actually pretty cool. I would put that in like a high C area. I wish we had those different flavors. I mean, you can go to different stores and get them, but still. Crackle is like always seen it as like the generic brand Crunch Bar. You know, it's like the Mr. Pibb of Crunch Bars and shit. So I'll just put it like right there next to it because they pretty much taste the same, honestly. Laffy Taffy, I put it up there with Airheads. I like Laffy Taffy. Certain flavors, though. Mike and Ike's, dude, those are always a classic for me. I love Mike and Ike's. Milka, I don't even know what that is. I'm just going to have to be... It's crazy that I've actually tried all these candies. At this point, I've tried every single one of these. That now I have to finally make a fucking row of I've never tried them. It's pretty, that means I eat too much fucking candy. I've never tried Milka. Yeah, I don't see no Nerds Rope on here. There's a lot of shit missing on this. And there's a lot of redundancies of like the same shit and different wrappers. But yeah, Milka I've never tried. Milky Way I don't like. I would put Milky Way one step above Three Musketeers. So I'll put... It's just not my... I just don't like it. I mean, it's just not my style. Whatever's filled with it, whatever's inside of it, is just not my style. M&M's I've never liked, dude. Unless they're peanut. I like peanut M&M's. Peanut M&M's I'll put in C range, right above Baby Ruth's. But regular M&M's, I mean, you gotta be a psychopath, dude. Nobody's out here eating regular fucking M&M's, dude. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're just F. Regular M&M's are just weak, disgusting. I never liked Milky Ways, only ate them because... Exactly, dude. Milky Ways are just... I've never talked to a single person in my life that's ever liked a Milky Way. I kind of do eat regular M&Ms. I just think that they're gross, dude. I like how colorful they are, but I don't know if other countries have Smarties, but our Smarties are like these things right here, the dusty fucking compacted like sugar fucking tablets or whatever. But they have Smarties that look like M&Ms, and people tell me that they kind of taste better than M&Ms. Or maybe they're worse. Or it just depends on the country that you grew up with. But I just think that they're really, really gross, dude. The quality of chocolate that they put in them is just not good, in my opinion. Oh, here's Nerds Rope right here. I didn't see that. Nerds Rope is dope. The thing is, dude, like, there's never enough rope. Okay? There's not enough fucking rope in this motherfucker. They're not big enough. So you usually have to get like 2 or 3 of the motherfuckers. Then you're a lunatic with like these fucking floppy fucking ropes, and you're just sitting there with like fucking holding these like long turd looking things. It's a goofy candy. It gets everywhere. There's no way you can eat a Nerds Rope without fucking little nerds getting all over the goddamn place. But M&M Minis. M&M Minis were okay. They came in the little containers or whatever. But yeah, Nerds Ropes are good though. I would put those in a high B area, along with Nerds themselves. Now these things are fucking evil, dude. I got one of these. I don't know if you guys remember these things, but it's like a candy orange, and you just like smash it on the ground, and like they break off into little individual pieces, and they're good in that regard. That works. I mean, you have to smash it really fucking hard. But, man, these things are so gross, dude. I thought that I had one in my life, and that was enough, because it was fucking nasty. It literally tastes like poison to me. Way too fucking... I put it above Dots and Liquor, so that's fucking gross. Yeah, Turd Paw from Jurassic Park, dude. That's what that is. Reese's, whatever the bullshit is here. Yeah, I'll just put in like a high D. I'll put it down here with this one. Krabby Patties, I really love these. I'm a big gummy candy person, if you guys haven't figured it out. I put these up here. Of course, they have to put watermelon Airheads to represent Airheads, because fucking lunatics. Paydays, I love Paydays. That's a candy bar I have not gotten sick of. I enjoy them quite a bit. I put Paydays up here with Nerds Ropes. Chocolate Paydays, not so much. Significantly lower, but still in B. Nah, I'll put it in C. Something about putting chocolate on a Payday just kind of, you know, turns it into a regular generic brand candy bar. These things, this is just poison. This is poison. This is like, once again, this is a cleaning agent that they decided to sell as candy, and dumbasses are fucking buying it. It's just poison. It's right there next to Dots. My soon-to-be ex-wife's piece of shit mother, that's her favorite candy, and she's the devil incarnated. So that should tell you something right there. That fucking cunt would like these fucking styrofoam pieces of shit, dude. Fucking nasty. Pez is probably my favorite candy of all time, dude. I will sit there and eat Pez until I fucking have a heart attack from sugar intake, dude. I mean, dude, if you get me a fucking 30-pound bag of fucking Pez, I'll eat every single one of them bitches, dude. There's not a flavor I don't like. There's every single Pez is good. I love it. If I worked at that factory, I would jump in the vat of those motherfuckers and just fucking rub them on my nips, dude. I love Pez, dude. I don't even bother with the dispensers. It takes too fucking long to get to the candy. I pop those out. I love Pez. Pez for life. Pixie Sticks. I like Pixie Sticks, dude, but I'm not even gonna pretend like they're even really candy. I mean, it's just fucking sugar in a goddamn paper tube here. But you know, I'll put them in B. Starburst. Maybe I'm not alone. Maybe you guys can back me up here. Starburst. Who's with me in thinking that Starburst, they need more flavors? I mean, even in the regular pack, dude. I mean, you're talking, we got lemon, orange, red, and then the pink. You know, it's like, I mean, get some lime action, you know. Get some, you know, like, I mean, you can get sour Starburst or whatever, but I just feel like there's not enough flavors in a pack of Starburst or whatever you get. You always kind of get bored with the flavors. And as far as gummy candy, they're pretty low in the mix for me. I don't really care for Starburst as much as other people. Pockies are good, but it's not like I'm going to the store to buy some fucking Pockies, you know what I mean? So they're down there with the Kinder Eggs. Yeah, I do remember that. They would have, Starburst would have like a extra flavor there for like a week or something, and then they get rid of it. As somebody that works in manufacturing, it's always interesting to me when companies will do that stuff and have like something that doesn't last very long, because I imagine how much of it be a pain in the ass to make it and get it out for a short period of time like that. Raisinets are just fucking poison. Anything with raisins is just fucking poison. Red Hots, dude, I can't eat anything spicy like that, so I'll just put that in fucking Ani's face here. Reese's, dude, like I said, man, I'm sick of Reese's. I can't rightfully, in good conscience, put them anywhere below like Dum Dums or anything, though. Dum Dums, I'll put them in C. Honestly, I like Reese's Pieces better. I'll still eat some Reese's Pieces. Those are in B. Big cups are not good, dude. I've never talked to anybody that's like these big cups. Too much. See, they got too much fucking Reese's shit, dude, and none of it's good. Rolos, dude, you know, I don't think I've even had a Rolo since the fucking 90s. It's been a long fucking time. And I put that, honestly, in some serial killer van candy, dude. Ain't nobody but serial killers got Rolos. These are not even a candy you can really buy normally. This is like a specialty candy store in the unlabeled bag that they made themselves kind of candy. Like, is there even a Blue Shark brand candy? Like, this is like a weird thing that you get thrown in there, but I do like them. See, Skittles I'm sick of, dude. Skittles I'll put above Kit Kats, but just barely. Yeah, see, here's Smarties. So what are people? What's the consensus on Smarties as opposed to M&Ms? See, I never had them. I do like Smarties. Our Smarties though. So I'm weird in that regard. I'll put Smarties right here. S'mores, I've never had that. Snickers, I mean, if there's ever going to be an S tier candy bar, it's Snickers, but I'm going to put them right there below Gummy Bears. Snickers is dope. They keep making them smaller and smaller. You're gonna need an electron fucking microscope to fucking see a Snickers bar here pretty soon. They keep making them any smaller. As I said before, I'm team M&M's. M&M's better. I've had it both ways. People have told me that Smarties are better, and some people have told me that they're worse. Sour Patch, S. They're up there, dude. I overdo it with them. Don't get me wrong. Swedish Fish, I've never cared for them, dude. I've always thought they were mids. I'd put below like Skittles. I just Swedish Fish is just like you get sick of them, like one or two of them. I don't want to eat a whole fucking bag of them. Reese's Take 5. It's right there. Yeah, I never understood the fascination with fucking Swedish Fish, dude. I'm serious. Take 5 is not good either. You guys can tell I don't really like these specialty bars. Toblerones are gross, dude. Toblerones are F. I don't even know what that. Oh, it's that Tony's chocolate. I did have one of these. It was a spicy bar, and somebody gave it to me. It wasn't good though. But I'm still gonna put it never try because I've never really tried the regular version. I don't like Toblerones, dude. They don't do anything for me, and they're weird. They're shaped weird. They piss me off with the way they're shaped. Tootsie Roll suckers, don't like them. Don't like them. I would put those in F. I don't like Tootsie Rolls, so you know. You're licking and licking and licking to try to get to the middle of something. For me, I can't stand Tootsie Rolls, so the same thing. Yeah, F. Yeah, F's down here with Ani's face, right there. Twix, I like Twix. Kind of overdid it over the years. I'd put Twix up here, above the weird fucking Reese's things. Twizzlers are good. I like Twizzlers. I put those on a low B. What are those originals, dude? Serial Killer Van Candy. Whatchamacallits have never been good, dude. I could be done with those. Same thing with Whoppers, dude. Serial Killer Van Candy. Wonder Balls. Those are pretty cool, but they're too fucking expensive, dude. Who the fuck wants to pay like $5 goddamn bucks for, I mean, oh, you get a sticker in it. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Kiss my ass. Okay, that's Serial Killer Van Candy. It's got a toy in it. Gummy worms, you know it, bitches. All about them gummy shits. I like gummy bears, though, better. Sour gummy worms, you know it. That's what's up. York peppermint patties, dude. Nobody's eating these anymore. I don't even know they even sold these anymore. I can't remember the last time I ate a fucking York peppermint patty. Kiss my ass, F. 0 bars, F. Flavored Tootsie Rolls, I actually kind of like these. They're nothing special, though. I would say they're above the High Chews, right below the Starburst. Wonka bars, I don't think I've had a regular Wonka bar, you know what I mean? What are these? These are... I've seen these in the store, but I've never had them. What is that? I've never had that. Runts are good. I haven't had any in a long time. I might have to get me a box of Runts. These are good, though. These are Runts. Except the bananas can kiss my ass, dude. Like, does anybody eat these fucking turd-shaped motherfuckers in this, dude? Like, these banana Runts can kiss my dick, dude. I don't like that shit. Warheads, dude. These were a legend at my school on the playground, dude. We used to fucking trade these like currency. Like, seriously, like... Oh, if you do my homework, I'll give you fucking 2 warheads. Like, I had one guy used to bring me a warhead every day. Because my parents wouldn't buy them for me because they were always afraid we were going to choke on them for good measure. For a long time. So, for a long time, I only got them on the playground, like, in hiding behind the school and shit. But, yeah, these things are legendary back in the 90s, dude. So fucking sour. I probably wouldn't eat them now, but just the memories I have of them, I'll put them in a low A. Yeah, dude, we traded these bitches like currency, dude. There's this guy I knew that used to print off porno pictures of titties and shit, and you could buy a porno picture for a couple warheads. It was a wild time. Watermelon flavored, only watermelon flavored fucking Sour Patch? Yeah, kiss my ass, dude. Okay, put that in Ani's face. Airhead. These Airhead strips. These are not good. I tried them a couple times. They're not great. I'll put these in like above Swedish Fish and Skittles. Sour Skittles, dude, they'll just ravage your tongue, dude. They'll fucking destroy your tongue. But I put them here in C. So there you have it. There's my list. As you can tell, like, you know, my taste is pretty much gummy shit. So gummy, Pez, Snickers bars, and then something that doesn't even exist anymore. These Altoid sours.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a real Bob Dylan fan, I think I'd probably look at this even more unfavorably than I do. And, you know, I don't have a visceral reaction.
Some people are more chocolate people than candy. I mean, I get it. I get it. I'm just not a chocolate person, dude. Like I said, and even having Snickers in S is kind of a stretch, dude. I would probably. I'm getting pretty sick of Snickers.
I don't find it offensive or like bad.
But Pez is my favorite candy. Gummy bears, gummy worms, Sour Patch, Andes Mints are fucking dope for sure. I like my list here. Those Ghirardelli squares are really good. I don't know who makes Ghirardelli chocolate. If that's American chocolate, it doesn't sound American, but we nailed it with that. That's actually pretty good. Like Hershey's will never make anything like that good, unless they actually make it. Then I'm wrong. Is it in San Francisco? Huh? So hey, there you go. So I guess we have a American offshoot that can actually knows what they're doing. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it for now. I'll probably come back on, but I want to try this lunar, and I want to call my brother and see if he's still coming over or not. But I appreciate you guys chilling with me. Like I said, I haven't been really doing very good, guys. Ani is just fucking with me, dude, and I just wish you would stop. I wish, if Ani's watching this, I wish she would realize and remember of me taking care of her for the last, like, 8 years, dude. It's just not, it's not fair to me to be doing this shit to me. She keeps fucking with me. She wants to talk to me. She wants to come back, and then she don't. And then she hangs up on me, and then she blocks me. And then it's just it's a nightmare, dude. Thanks, Hash. I'm trying, man. Like I said, I didn't want any of this. I don't know why she had to do this. I mean, if you guys see her and talk to her at any point, just tell her that I didn't want any of this. I'm not having fun here. So, but, alright, guys. I appreciate that, Brandon. I'm gonna go veg out and play some of this lunar. Thanks, Foot Clan, dude. I needed it, guys. I've been crying most of the day, dude. I've been doing good. I gotta get out of this house. Thanks, Joe. And that's the thing, dude. She's fucking with my current relationships, dude. Like I said, she's fucking with that girl, dude. That girl I had on here, it's like she's like fucking with her on the outside. I'll get more into it in the next stream of what she's doing, but she's fucking with her, dude. She does not want to see me be happy, dude. I was so happy in that stream, and Ani's trying to destroy it. It's like leave me alone. Like, if you don't want to be here with me, then leave me alone. Let me be happy, dude. 2 different girls now she's trying to fuck with. It's like, if you don't want to be here, like, you should be right here next to me in these streams, and you're not, because you wanted to listen to your friends and make them tell you that you weren't happy when you were happy. You know, and it's just fucking bullshit, dude. I mean, if you just, you know, it's sad. You guys can watch my streams with her in it. You guys know I loved her. So, but if you guys see her, just be like, what are you doing? Tell her, like, what are you doing? You need to realize, like, what Rob did for you all these years, dude. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll probably be back. Yeah, exactly, dude.
How does he not know?
Alright, guys. I'll talk to you later.